guys, welcome back to Sheri Approved. And could you imagine that 2 months have gone already? Like, wow. I know everybody talks about where does the time go, but really, where does the time go? So this video is going to be my makeup favorites for January, February, March and April, right? So these are just a few of the things that I realized that I've been reaching for a lot during the last 2 months that I'm going to share with you, and let's see how it goes. So the first thing are these Maybelline Age Rewind concealers. These have been out for quite a few years. They've been the rage on YouTube, you know, holy grail for a lot of people. But recently, Maybelline came out with new shades, and thank God they did, because the shades that they had before, you're either, you know, it's going to be way too light for you, or way too, you know, too dark, or it's a wrong undertone, and they didn't have a lot of the deeper shades for us, you know, tan and darker skin girls. And so finally they decided to release a couple more shades, not the full range that we would still like to see, but a lot better. And I finally got a shade that I could use to highlight, and the shade that I use is golden. But you can see where I'm at already, and I've been using this probably for the last 6 weeks or so. I use it very, very often, and I had this one before, which is the shade medium, and I use this one as an eyeshadow primer base in one. And what I wanted to say about these is that I prefer these to Colourpop in the sense that these are a little bit more hydrating. They don't look as dry under the eye, but Colourpop wins for coverage. So this is not a very high coverage concealer. However, you can build it up and it blends in well. But let me tell you what's the tip or the key with using these concealers. Once you apply it under the eye, wait a few seconds, you know, maybe at least 30 seconds or so, and let it kind of sit on the areas and start to dry on its own. Then go in with your beauty blender, or however you usually blend your concealers, and blend it out. I find that it sits and it blends better that way. I have had no problems with this concealer at all, and I really, really love it. I'm at this point and I'm ready to repurchase to make sure I have my backup. So, you know, if you see them, you know, try to get your hands on them. The next thing that I'm going to mention, which has been a favorite of mine for a long, long time, but I've just been reaching for it a lot more now, is the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. Now, I mean, I would have mentioned before that the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer is my HG primer, you know, primer of life, that I really, really love. But to me, you know, some people say it's a dupe, some people say it isn't, but for me, this is the closest thing on my skin to the Hourglass Mineral Veil. The textures are almost the same, and I'm just, my tube is almost done. This one is almost done, and I already have a backup. But what I like about it is that this smooths, like really, really smooths, and it has a good amount of mattifying power in terms of preventing my oils from really, really coming through. And I love this. I just started reaching a lot for it again, and I've been using it all the time. So that's that. Next thing I want to show you guys is a palette that I've had for quite a while, but I've just pulled it out, and it's one of my all-time favorites, but I've been using it so much for the last couple of weeks, and it's this by the Meetmatrimony palette. And these colors, you know, this kind of mauvey, plummy based, but still with some warmth in it, is definitely my type of shades. I get so many looks with this, and this is an all matte palette, and the balm, they're all matte, or they're matte shades, are fantastic quality. I have no problem blending. The pigmentation is on point, and you could see how this looks. Like, this palette is really, really well loved. I have 4 of their palettes, the 4 in the series, and this one is definitely my favorite. If you see it, pick it up. I believe Starlight stocks them, so you can definitely try to get it there. And you know, it's really, really great quality. If you follow me on my Instagram and Facebook pages, which you should be doing, you would see that I posted some looks with this palette. I'm really, really enjoying it. And a next palette that I want to share with you is this. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighting palette, and I have both of them, right? So this palette is the 2016 one that they came out with for Christmas collection. I also have the 2017. You can't go wrong if you are looking for that beautiful high-end glow that's still at a decent price point. And if you look at these shades, you could actually mix and match them. You could use them as eyeshadows. They have them in this particular palette, different shades that you can mix, or you could use individually, so you're getting tons of different highlights here. But I love to just mix them, and that's the highlight that I'm wearing. I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't know if you can, but it's that type of lit from within type of highlight, but you can pack this on and get a huge punch, which is what I love about it. You can get both. And just to give you an idea, let me see if I can just like, this is what it looks like, and you can actually put this on your lids as well. The formula is very, very creamy, no kind of glitter and that kind of thing in this formula. It just looks really, really nice on the skin. And we are almost done. The next product that I want to show you, which I have found myself reaching for a lot, is the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. Now this is really interesting because you all will know that the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper is my favorite brow gel. I need a brow gel because I only have brows at the front part. I have just a little bit at the end, so I have to fill in my brows. And then I need something to make sure I hold them in place, hold the brow hairs in place. So I usually use the Brow Stylist Plumper by L'Oreal, which I've gone through like maybe 3 or 4 tubes. But then I started using the Colourpop one. And the thing about the Colourpop one, unlike the L'Oreal, which has a, maybe you could get like a brunette tint and that kind of thing, the Colourpop one has this kind of whitey thing on it. So when you pull it out, you're like, oh my god, you know what's going to happen there? Mine's a little bit dingy now because, of course, this is mixing with my brow product. And you're thinking like, you know, my brow's gonna be white, but no, once you start to use this on your brow and you comb it through with this little wand, it just totally blends in, where it holds the brow hairs in place like all day. And I wear makeup for, you know, 14 to 16 hours every day, and at the end of the day my brow is still in place. So that means this is working. This is a good little guy, and I've had this for quite a while, so it's lasting me quite a bit. And then I don't know, maybe you guys could tell me if this is available here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner 24 hours in the shade 171 Blackest Black. Now Inglot 77 is, you know, you can't compete with that. That one is just the best. But I saw this one, and this one was a recommendation of Tati actually. And finally a Tati recommendation came through for me. I have fallen in love with this liner. I use it almost every day. It is very, very black. Like I don't know. Like it is really black, really black. And the thing about it is they don't say that this is waterproof. That's the weirdest thing. They don't say it's waterproof, but they do say it's 24-hour wear. But this does not run on me at all. I don't see any cracking. It goes on really easily. You don't have to build this up to get a whole lot of pigment. And this, I mean, it lasts through all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if it's waterproof and they're not saying, but I haven't had a problem with this running at all, and my eyes are pretty sensitive. So yay for this, good product. I don't know if it's here, but maybe if it is, you guys could tell me. And we're down to the end, and I'm going to focus on some lip products. And this one is one that I just recently got in my BoxyCharm. This is the, I don't know if it's the Ades or Ades New York high definition liquid lipstick, and I honestly thought that this was going to be like, you know, a regular matte liquid lipstick because of the name. The shade, of course, was exactly what I would use, but this actually is some kind of hybrid. It's like a glossy lipstick kind of thing. It has a sticky feel. It leaves a sheen on the lips, but it's a very thick formula, and it actually reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses. But I have been really enjoying wearing this, of course, you know, lined with favorite line of life, Colourpop K. And then this combination, which is the one that I'm wearing right now, my lip, it's just outlined with Colourpop K. And then I have this lippy by Nabla Cosmetics. Every single time I've worn this in the last 6 weeks or so, I've always gotten comments of people asking, what is that lipstick you're wearing on your lip? And it's been this by Nabla Cosmetics in the shade Fetish Mauve. And I will try to do a swatch here for you to see what that looks like. But you know, it's one of those mauve shades again that I really love. I don't know, can you see it there? Really beautiful color. So I have that on after I line my lip, just the outer part. I line my lip, and then this, and then finally I got this gloss, like I don't know how long, and I just now decided to pull it out and use it. And it would have come in one of my subscription boxes, probably BoxyCharm, and it's by Cargo Cosmetics in the shade Taos. It's a gloss. It's like almost a clear nudie gloss. You're probably not even going to see it there. It's right here. and that is what I just put right in the middle of my lips, and I just press them together, and it leaves a little bit of sheen there, but it looks so feminine and girly, and I've been absolutely loving this combination, and I think I'm going to have to hide them because I will probably keep wearing it every day. It's a kind of lip that goes with everything, you know. So you know what, that's it. I'm trying to keep it really, really short. What were your favorites this month? What should I try? What new makeup favorites, you know, new products you've been enjoying for the last 2 months? Comment below. If you have any queries as well, feel free to put them in the comments. And thanks for staying tuned to Sheri Approved. We have lots more videos coming soon. Bye.